Hi, good morning everyone. Today we are going to discuss about the conversions in haloalkanes and haloarenes. Conversions in haloalkanes and haloarenes. How we can do the conversions of haloalkanes and haloarenes. So this topic is the very important. So जनरली क्या होता है इसमें ऑर्गेनिक में सबसे सबसे जो इम्पोर्टेंट है कन्वर्शंस होता है. सब लोग इसमें कन्वर्शंस कैसा करना करके बहुत लोगों को कन्फ्यूजन होता है. सो सिंपल वे आई विल एक्सप्लेन द हाउ वी कैन डू द कन्वर्शंस. सो नाउ here total 5 conversions are there. These 5 conversions are very important in the haloalkanes and haloarenes chapter. Now first one is the ethanol to ethyl fluoride. What is that? Ethanol to ethyl fluoride. Ethanol, what is that? CH3CH2OH. This is the ethanol. Next to ethyl fluoride, CH3CH2F. So before doing the conversion, you have to observe the what is reactant and what is product. After writing the reactant and product structure, then you have to observe that what is the changes in the reactant to product. What is the changes in the reactant to product means whether the number of carbon increases, number of carbon decreases, or functional group changes. What are the changes? You have to observe that. So then you have to think that how we can do that conversion. So if you see this one, OH position, so fluorine is present. Means OH is replaced with the fluorine. When OH is replaced with the fluorine, so direct conversion is not possible. So for that purpose, so OH position we have to replace the halogen. So for OH position, for replacing the halogen, best reagent is the SOCl2. What is that? SOCl2. That is the thionyl chloride. So with alcohol, when it is reacting with the thionyl chloride, so OH position we will get the chlorine. Then so chlorine to fluorine. So how we will get the chlorine to fluorine? Means that is the halogen exchange. So chlorine position, for getting the fluorine, we have to follow the Schwarz reaction. For Schwarz reaction, we can use the AgF. What is that reaction? Schwarz reaction. So that is the named reaction, Schwarz reaction. So for doing the conversion, OH position, fluorine is present. So that's why for initially for getting the OH position fluorine, first we have to use the thionyl chloride. When we are adding the thionyl chloride, so OH position will get the fluorine. After getting the fluorine, then you have to add the Schwarz reaction. मतलब जो है कभी भी कन्वर्शन, कोई भी कन्वर्शन है करने के लिए पहले रिएक्टेंट का स्ट्रक्चर, प्रोडक्ट का स्ट्रक्चर दोनों लिखना. दोनों लिखने के बाद रिएक्टेंट में टू प्रोडक्ट में क्या चेंजेस है पहले ये वाला देखना. रिएक्टेंट टू प्रोडक्ट क्या चेंजेस है मतलब क्या रहेगा? नंबर ऑफ कार्बन इंक्रीज हुआ कि डिक्रीज हुआ कि फंक्शनल ग्रुप चेंज हुआ कि क्या चेंजेस है पहले ऑब्जर्व करना. ये ऑब्जर्व करने के बाद ये कितना स्टेप में हो सकता है पहले ये वाला भी देखना है. मैक्सिमम जो सीबीएसई बोर्ड में जो कन्वर्शन आएगा मैक्सिमम 2 स्टेप्स का अंदर आएगा, रेयरली 3 और 4 स्टेप्स में रहेगा. इसलिए तुम जो भी कन्वर्शन है 2 स्टेप्स में करने के लिए ट्राई करना. सो अगर 5 स्टेप्स में 6 स्टेप में अपना मर्जी में ज्यादा स्टेप्स में करने तो नहीं हो पाएगा. इसलिए मैक्सिमम जो है 2 स्टेप्स का अंदर कन्वर्शन कंप्लीट होएगा, क्योंकि स्टेप वाइज मार्किंग होता है. इसलिए 2 स्टेप में कन्वर्शन कंप्लीट करने के लिए ट्राई करना. इसमें OH पोजिशन में फ्लोरीन लाने के लिए, फ्लोरीन के लिए स्वार्ट्स रिएक्शन फॉलो कर सकते हैं. सो स्वार्ट्स रिएक्शन है करके डायरेक्ट उसमें AgF ऐड करना, तो ये स्टेप में AgF ऐड नहीं करना. नेक्स्ट स्वार्ट्स रिएक्शन करने के लिए AgF रिएक्टेंट करने के लिए रिएक्टेंट क्या होना चाहिए? हाइड्रोजन होना चाहिए. इधर हाइड्रोजन नहीं है, OH है, इसलिए OH पोजीशन में पहले हाइड्रोजन लाना, फिर इसके बाद जो है स्वार्ट्स रिएक्शन करना. समझ में आया ये वाला? सो हम लोग फ्लोरीन लाना है. फ्लोरीन लाने के लिए स्वार्ट्स रिएक्शन फॉलो करना. स्वार्ट्स रिएक्शन फॉलो करने के लिए डायरेक्ट स्वार्ट्स रिएक्शन में करके इधर AgF नहीं लिखना ये वाला, क्योंकि AgF जो रिएक्ट होएगा हाइड्रोजन से रिएक्ट होएगा, लेकिन इधर हाइड्रोजन नहीं है. सो इधर OH है, पहले OH पोजीशन में हाइड्रोजन लाना, फिर इसके बाद AgF ऐड करना. समझ में आया वाला? सो डायरेक्ट उसमें अगर इनके जो इधर हाइड्रोजन है डायरेक्ट AgF ऐड कर सकते हैं. इधर हाइड्रोजन नहीं है, OH है, इसलिए हाइड्रोजन ऐड नहीं करना. क्लियर? सो नेक्स्ट सेकंड कन्वर्शन इज द टोलिन टू बेंजाइल अल्कोहल. सो नाउ वी हैव टू राइट द टोलिन स्ट्रक्चर. सो टोलिन इज द on benzene ring, if CH3 group is present, then we can say that is a toluene. On benzene ring, if CH3 group is present, then we can write the So say the toluene. Toluene to benzyl chloride. Benzyl chloride, sometimes they will ask you benzyl alcohol also. Benzyl alcohol. So toluene to benzyl alcohol. So for toluene to benzyl alcohol you have to write the structure. On benzene ring CH2OH is present, then we can say benzyl alcohol. So on benzene ring, if CH2 is present, then we can say benzyl. If OH is present, alcohol. So then we can say there is a benzyl alcohol. So the benzyl alcohol is the common name. So benzene, on benzene ring, if CH2 group is present, we can say benzyl. OH is the alcohol. That's why there is a benzyl alcohol. So after that, so what is the changes in the reactant to product? So reactant to product, one OH group is present. So means, so one hydrogen position. So that is the we got the OH group. मतलब क्या रहेगा, हाइड्रोजन पोजीशन में एक OH ग्रुप आया था. सो इसके लिए OH पोजीशन डायरेक्ट OH लाने के लिए सो डायरेक्ट क्या aqueous KOH यूज कर सकते हैं, लेकिन इधर aqueous KOH यूज नहीं करना. फर्स्ट वी हैव टू इंट्रोड्यूस द हैलोजन. सो ऑन बेंजीन रिंग फर्स्ट वी हैव टू इंट्रोड्यूस द हैलोजन रिंग. सो हैलोजन रिंग, फॉर दैट पर्पस वी कैन यूज द Br2 UV light. What is that? Br2 UV light. So when we are adding the Br2 UV light, one hydrogen is replaced with the halogen. So one hydrogen position we got the halogen. Then we have to add the aqueous KOH. What is that? Aqueous KOH. When we are adding the aqueous KOH, bromine position we got the OH group. So that is the toluene to benzyl alcohol. So toluene to benzyl alcohol. So we can convert in the two steps. First we have to add the Br2 UV light. So when we are adding the Br2 UV light, one hydrogen position replace it with the halogen. Then we have to use the aqueous KOH. So generally when we are adding the aqueous KOH group, aqueous KOH, we will get the OH group. For adding the aqueous KOH, the reactant also should be halogen. जब भी aqueous KOH यूज करना, reactant halogen होना चाहिए. इधर halogen नहीं है, इसलिए हम लोग पहले halogen लाया था, फिर इसके बाद aqueous KOH ऐड करके OH group लाया था ये. नेक्स्ट थर्ड वाला कन्वर्शन क्या है? प्रोपीन टू 1-iodopropane. So what is that? Third one, propene to propene, CH3 CH double bond CH2, propene to 1-iodopropane means first position that iodine must be present. 1-iodopropane, propene to 1-iodopropane. So इसमें भी क्या चेंजेस है पहले देखना. इसमें फर्स्ट पोजीशन में आयोडीन है. सो फर्स्ट पोजीशन आयोडीन इज प्रेजेंट. So for converting iodine, generally we can follow the Finkelstein reaction. We can follow the Finkelstein reaction. For Finkelstein reaction, the reactant should be halogen, but in reactant double bond is present. मतलब क्या रहेगा, आयोडो ग्रुप लाने के लिए Finkelstein reaction फॉलो कर सकता है, लेकिन Finkelstein reaction फॉलो करने के लिए रिएक्टेंट हैलोजन होना चाहिए. इधर हैलोजन नहीं है, डबल बॉन्ड है, इसलिए डबल बॉन्ड पोजीशन में पहले हैलोजन लाना. सो डबल बॉन्ड से फर्स्ट पोजीशन में हैलोजन लाना, डबल बॉन्ड से फर्स्ट पोजीशन में हैलोजन लाना, लाइक ब्रोमीन लाना. ये डबल बॉन्ड तो फर्स्ट पोजीशन में हैलोजन लाने के लिए लाइक ब्रोमीन, इसमें HBr पेरोक्साइड ऐड करना. यू हैव टू ऐड द HBr पेरोक्साइड. So alkene, when it is reacting with HBr peroxide, that follows Markovnikov rule. So anti-Markovnikov rule, that we will get the bromine at first position. If you are forgot about the writing the peroxide, that follows Markovnikov rule, then bromine will go attached to the second position. So that's why the peroxide is the important. So in alkene to first position halogen, so we have to use the HBr peroxide, that follows anti-Markovnikov rule. If you forgot the writing peroxide, मतलब peroxide लिखना इधर भूल गया, तब यार Markovnikov rule फॉलो करेगा, ब्रोमीन जाके सेकंड पोजीशन में अटैच हो जाएगा. लेकिन हम लोग को रिक्वायरमेंट है फर्स्ट पोजीशन में रिक्वायरमेंट है, इसलिए फर्स्ट पोजीशन में रिक्वायरमेंट होता है HBr peroxide ऐड करना. Then you have to follow the Finkelstein reaction. Finkelstein reaction, what is that reagent? NaI acetone, triacetone, otherwise simply acetone. NaI acetone. So that is the Finkelstein reaction. Finkelstein reaction. So when we are using the Finkelstein reaction, the bromine is replaced with the iodine. So that is the third conversion, propene to 1-iodopropane. So इसमें देखो वाला, जब अभी तक जो तीन कन्वर्शन किया था, ये तीनों कन्वर्शन दो स्टेप के अंदर ही किया था. देखो, इसलिए जो भी कन्वर्शन है मैक्सिमम दो स्टेप के अंदर ही रहेगा, ज्यादा स्टेप्स में नहीं करना. मैक्सिमम रेयरली कंडीशन में 3 या 4 स्टेप में करना. सो इसमें नेक्स्ट फोर्थ वन, बेंजीन टू बाइफिनाइल, बेंजीन टू बाइफिनाइल, this one is the benzene, this one is the biphenyl. So if double benzene ring is present then we can say biphenyl. So ये दोनों बेंजीन रिंग के बीच में बॉन्ड रहेगा तभी तो बाइफिनाइल होएगा, ये बॉन्ड नहीं रहे तो दोनों एक साथ अटैच करना तो नाफ्थलीन होएगा। सो इसमें दोनों के बेंजीन के बीच में बॉन्ड रहना, अगर बॉन्ड नहीं रहे तो दोनों अटैच करके दोनों रिंग अटैच करके लिखूं तभी वाला क्या रहेगा, नाफ्थलीन होएगा, गलत होएगा। इसलिए दोनों बेंजीन के रिंग के बीच में बॉन्ड रहना। So benzene to biphenyl. So benzene to biphenyl means कार्बन नंबर डबल हो गया। So इसके लिए जनरली Fittig reaction फॉलो कर सकता है। For this purpose we can follow the Fittig reaction. But for Fittig reaction the reactant should be haloarine. But here benzene ring is present. Clear? For double the number of hydrocarbon in aromatic ring we have to follow the Fittig reaction. For Fittig reaction the reactant should be haloarine. But in reactant benzene ring is present, so that's why benzene ring we have to convert into the haloarine. So means we have to introduce the halogen on benzene ring, we have to introduce. So now benzene to biphenyl. For benzene to biphenyl, so first we have to introduce the halogen on benzene ring. For introducing halogen like chlorine or bromine, so we have to add the Br2 FeBr3, that is the bromination reaction. Br2 FeBr3 bromination reaction. Br2 is the reagent, FeBr3 is the catalyst. So after getting the bromine, then we have to follow the Fittig reaction. For Fittig reaction we have to use the sodium driether, sodium driether, sodium driether, that is the Fittig reaction, Fittig reaction. So benzene to biphenyl. For benzene to biphenyl, first we have to introduce the halogen, that is the bromination. Br2 FeBr3, Br2 is the catalyst, Br2 is the reagent, FeBr3 is the catalyst. After bromination then we have to do the follow the Fittig reaction. For Fittig reaction we have to add the sodium driether. In driether solvent sodium is the reagent, so then we get the biphenyl. That is the fourth one. Next last one is the benzene to para-nitrochlorobenzene. What is that? Benzene to para-nitrochlorobenzene. So fifth one. So this is the benzene. Next to para-nitrochlorobenzene. Para position NO2 group. Next to chlorobenzene. This is the chlorine. Benzene to para-nitrochlorobenzene. Means we have to introduce the chlorine as well as NO2 group. Both group we have to introduce. So whenever we want to introduce the chlorine as well as NO2 at para position, first we have to introduce the chlorine, means halogen, because that halogen is a ortho para directing group. Which one? That is a chlorine acts as a ortho para directing group, otherwise electron donating group. So that's why we have to introduce the first chlorine. For introducing the chlorine on benzene ring, we have to do the chlorination, Cl2 in presence of FeCl3. So similar way, this is the bromination, this is the chlorination. For chlorination we have to use the Br2 FeBr3. For bromination, for chlorination we have to use the Cl2 FeCl3. Cl2 is the reagent, FeCl3 is the catalyst. Means first we have to introduce the chlorine because it acts as a ortho para directing group. After that we have to do the nitration. For nitration, which one we have to add? Concentrated HNO3 plus concentrated H2SO4. We have to add the concentrated HNO3 and concentrated H2SO4. So what is this name? Nitration. So we have to do the nitration. Means if on benzene ring halogen and NO2 both are present at para position, first we have to introduce the halogen. So for introducing the halogen, first we have to do the chlorination, Cl2 FeCl3, because it is acts as the ortho para directing group. After that we have to do the nitration. So if you introduce the NO2 group initially, the NO2 group acts as a meta directing group. We will get the chlorine at the meta position. समझ में आइए? अगर इसमें क्लोरीन NO2 दोनों अपोजिट पोजीशन में पैरा पोजीशन में रहने तो पहले क्लोरीन इंट्रोड्यूस करना, फिर इसके बाद NO2 ग्रुप इंट्रोड्यूस करना. अगर इन केस पहले NO2 ग्रुप इंट्रोड्यूस किया था या मेटा डायरेक्टिव ग्रुप होएगा, फिर इसके बाद ये स्टेप में क्लोरीनेशन करना तो क्लोरीन जाके मेटा पोजीशन में अटैच हो जाएगा. क्लियर? दीस आर द 5. Now we are going to discuss about the SN1 and SN2 reactions. SN1 and SN2 reaction. So generally nucleophilic substitution reactions. Nucleophilic substitution reactions are two types. One is SN1 and the one is the SN2. Nucleophilic substitution reactions are two types. One is SN1 and SN2. So now question is, in the following pair of compounds, which one is more reactive towards SN1 reaction? In the following pair of compounds, which one is more reactive towards SN1 reaction? So for SN1 and SN2 reactions, we should know the reactivity order. So the reactivity order of the SN1 reaction, that is the tertiary, secondary, primary. Tertiary, secondary, primary. In SN2 reaction, that reactivity order are primary, secondary, tertiary. In SN1 reaction, reactivity order is the tertiary, secondary, primary. In SN2 reaction, reactivity order the primary, secondary, tertiary. So now if you see this one, this is the primary. How we can know primary? Halogen is directly attached to only one carbon. Means this carbon is directly attached to only one carbon. So that's why this is the primary. Means this carbon is directly attached to only one carbon, primary carbon attached to halogen. That's why that is the primary alkyl halide. Next to this one is the tertiary alkyl halide. This one is the tertiary alkyl halide. Because this carbon is the tertiary carbon. This carbon is directly attached to three carbons. That's why that is the tertiary carbon. This carbon is directly attached to three carbons. That's why that is tertiary carbon. Tertiary carbon. Halogen is directly attached to tertiary carbon. That's why this is the tertiary alkyl halide. So this is the SN1 reaction, reactivity order. So that's why in primary and tertiary, in SN1 which one is more reactive? Tertiary is more reactive. So that's why this structure is more reactive towards the SN1. Clear? In this is the primary, this is the tertiary. In SN1 reaction, tertiary is more reactive. So that's why this structure is more reactive. Next to second one. So the second one, this is the tertiary, because here one carbon is present. So here also one alkyl group, this is one alkyl group, this is another alkyl group. Means this carbon is directly attached to three carbons. That's why this is the tertiary. This carbon is directly attached to three carbons. That's why this is the tertiary. So here one carbon is present. So that's why this carbon is directly attached to only one carbon. That's why this is the primary. Here. So here one carbon is present. So this carbon is directly attached to only one carbon. That's why this is the primary. This is the tertiary. So these two are the bond line formula. ये जो नॉर्मल रिप्रेजेंटेशन है, ये दोनों जो है बॉन्ड लाइन फार्मूला. जब बॉन्ड लाइन फार्मूला में दिया रहेगा, ये हर एक बेंडिंग में एक कार्बन रहेगा, हर एक बेंडिंग में कार्बन रहेगा. सो ये वाला कार्बन, इधर एक कार्बन, इधर एक कार्बन, इधर एक कार्बन, तीन कार्बन को अटैच होता है, इसलिए टर्शियरी कार्बन है, चलो टर्शियरी. सो ये वाला जो कार्बन है, सो डायरेक्टली एक ही कार्बन को अटैच होता है, इसलिए प्राइमरी. So in tertiary and primary, which one is more reactive? Tertiary is more reactive towards SN1 reaction. So that's why this structure is more reactive towards SN1 reaction. Clear? Next to this one. So this one is the primary, because this carbon is directly attached to only one carbon. So that's why this is the primary. So this one, this carbon is directly attached to only one carbon. That's why this is the primary. Both are the primary. So both are the primary means which one is more reactive? Now we have to decide. So now this structure is more reactive because this is the benzyl halide. This is the benzyl halide. So both are the primary, but this structure is more reactive because it is benzyl halide. So benzyl halide in SN1 reaction, it is more reactive because this benzyl halide can form the benzyl carbocation intermediate. This can form benzyl carbocation intermediate. This is resonance stabilized, so that's why it is the more reactive. So this one is more important. So this is a benzyl halide. So benzyl halide is a primary halide. Benzyl halide is a primary halide. So primary means it should be more reactive towards SN2, but it is more reactive towards SN1 because benzyl halide, it can form so benzyl carbocation intermediate. This benzyl carbocation intermediate is resonance stabilized. So that's why this is a more reactive towards the SN1 reaction. Next, now let me see the more reactivity compounds towards the SN1. So now question is, so in the following pair of compounds which is more reactive towards SN2. So अभी तक जो डिस्कस किया वाला SN1 है, अभी जो ये डिस्कस करना SN2 का डिस्कस करना. So SN2, what is the reactivity order? SN2 primary, secondary, tertiary. So now this one is the primary. So because this carbon is directly attached to only one carbon, so now this is also same primary. Both are the primary. So both are the primary means which one is more reactive? So this one is more reactive. So here, so that iodine is larger size. Iodine is larger size and it easily eliminated, means better leaving group. So iodine is larger size, it is a better nucleophile. So that's why iodine compound is more reactive than the fluorine compound. So both are the primary, but iodo compound is more reactive because iodine is larger size. So it is I minus is better nucleophile. So that's why that is a more reactive. Next to this one. So this carbon is directly attached to two carbons. That's why this is the secondary. So this carbon is directly attached to only one carbon. That's why that is a primary. So this is the primary, this is the secondary. So in SN2 which one is more reactive? So primary is more reactive. So that's why this is the more reactive. Clear? So this is the secondary, this is the primary. So always in SN2 reaction primary is more reactive. So that's why this structure is the more reactive. So next to this one. So third one. So this is also primary because halogen is attached to carbon. This carbon directly attached to only one carbon. That's why this is the primary. So next to, so this carbon also directly attached to only one carbon. This is also primary. Clear? So this one also primary. This one also primary. Both are the primary. So both are the primary, even though they are different reactive. They shows different reactivity. So this one, out of these two compounds, this one is the, so in SN2 reactivity. So this one is the more reactive because this methyl is located. This methyl group is located far away from halogen. मतलब जिसमें CH3 ग्रुप का halogen का बीच में डिस्टेंस ज्यादा रहेगा तब वो वाला more reactive होएगा. Clear? So this methyl is located far away from halogen and it will experience less steric effect. जिसमें steric effect कम रहेगा वाला more reactive रहेगा. So next to this one is the CH3 is located near to the halogen. It will be experience more steric effect. So that's why it is the less reactive. So which one we have to consider here? Here we have to consider the steric effect. So because both are the primary. So if it is one is the primary, one is the secondary, no need to consider the so steric effect. If it is both are the primary, both are the secondary, maybe you have to consider the steric effect. Here you have to consider the steric effect. So if the CH3 is so far away from the halogen, means between the CH3 and halogen more distance is present, then it will be experience less steric effect, then it will be more reactive. So means in SN2 reaction, so that steric effect is opposite to the so reactivity order, means SN2 reactivity order inversely proportional to the steric effect. So this will be experience less steric effect, that's why it is a more reactive. This will be experience the more steric effect, that's why it is the less reactive. So this is also more important towards the SN2 reaction. Here, so this is the reactivity order towards SN1 and SN2 reaction. These three questions towards reactivity order towards SN1. These three questions reactivity order towards the SN2.